This time I'll call the meeting to order of the Solano Community College Governing Board, meeting of September 4th. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please call the roll.
Trustee Young. Trustee Thurston. Here. Trustee Cargo Reed.
Here.
Trustee Lopez Lara.
Here.
Trustee Boyce.
Here.
President Honeychurch.
Here.
Trustee Kara.
Here.
Student Trustee Shreya Srivasan. That's it.
There are edits to the agenda, which are noted in your notes. Agenda item 12C, contract with Unlimited Security Specialist, has been pulled from the non-consent agenda items. So is there a motion to approve the agenda with that change?
I move we approve the agenda with the change.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the agenda. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Are there comments from members of the public on closed session items, which, no? No. So this time, we'll recess the regular meeting and go into closed session and resume the meeting at 7 p.m. So, thank you.
I'm Andre Williams. I'm the lab tech at Solano Community College for welding in the CTE department. I went to Solano, I got my 2-year degree in mechatronics, and then I got hired here probably about a year after that. I think the program's good. We have a lot of equipment here, different shears, iron workers. We have a plasma table, plasma cutters, saws. We can do all different processes of welding, from TIG, stick to MIG. So we have it all here. So we have real good relationships with the unions. So if you come here, finish some classes, get at least a certificate, you should be able to get into the door almost any union. So if you want to get into welding, no matter if it's a career path or something you want to do around home, this is a place we have all the stuff you can do and learn, and we'll teach it all. Solano Community College is the place for you.
If you're interested in the CIS programs or any CTE programs such as robotics or auto tech or welding, get in contact with us. You can send me an email and I will definitely get back to you. If you email me, I will get back to you within 24 hours and set up a time where we can meet and we can discuss the various programs that we have to offer. I know that Solano College has something for every high schooler in Solano County. There's no doubt about it. It's just that we want to have the opportunity to train you and to teach you so you can grow and enhance your ability to get gainful employment, but not only that, to be a continuous learner.
Hi, I'm Ruth Fuller, and I'm a librarian here at Solano Community College, and I want to welcome you to our new Library and Learning Resources building. This library has been built for you. We have many areas for you to study in, from quiet, silent areas to reservable group study rooms, as well as large tables for you to study and work together. We have a textbook reserve collection that holds the textbooks for most, if not all, of your classes. We have computers for you to use. We have laptops that you can check out and take home. We have calculators for you to use with your math courses. We have bones that you can use with your science courses. You can get further information at www.solano.edu/library. This is our virtual library where all of our virtual library services are available, including chat service with our college librarians. Also on this page, you have access to our article databases for scholarly research, as well as our popular magazine service, where you can actually flip through magazines like Sports Illustrated or Time Magazine. We have our ebook collections, we have our film databases, and many, many other resources for you to use for your school needs as well as for fun. Our librarians and staff are here to help you with all of your research needs.
Yeah, I think that the opportunity we have here at Solano to get involved in our advanced manufacturing program is spectacular. I can't emphasize there's nowhere else in California you can work with hands-on this amount of equipment, this different types of equipment, automation equipment, robotics equipment. It is a standout program that we have here that's unlike any others in our region, and it will lead you to a rewarding career. I have all my students, getting jobs without a problem. You usually get to pick which jobs they want. I can't emphasize enough how a program like this can just really yield a great, successful career. If you want more information, please contact me. Again, Douglas Green, my email address, douglas.green, just like the color, @solano.edu. Hope to see you here.
I stand.
I stand.
I stand.
I stand against hate.
I will.
I will.
I will.
I will be an advocate for social justice.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate.
I will support diversity, equity, and inclusion.
В борьбе с расизмом и ненавистью Я буду бороться всегда, стискивая кулаки и сглатывая слезы.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate, if necessary, I will get into good trouble.
Sa paglaban ng rasismo, hindi ako tatahimik.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate, I will speak my truth.
I will not be silent.
I will prioritize community.
I will be an advocate.
In the fight against racism and hate,
We commit to doing better, to being bolder, and to contributing to a climate where hate is unacceptable and mindfulness and compassion are the norms.
We are Solano College.
I'm Andre Williams. I'm the lab tech at Solano Community College for welding in the CTE department. I went to Solano, I got my 2-year degree in mechatronics, and then I got hired here probably about a year after that. I think the program's good. We have a lot of equipment here, different shears, iron workers, we have a plasma table, plasma cutters, saws. We can do all different processes of welding from TIG, stick to MIG. So we have it all here. So we have real good relationships with the unions. So if you come here, finish some classes, get at least a certificate, you should be able to get into the door almost any union. So if you want to get into welding, no matter if it's a career path or something you want to do around home, this is a place we have all the stuff you can do and learn, and we'll teach it all. Solano Community College is the place for you.
taken in closed session. Are there any comments from members of the public? So move on to the consent agenda. All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered by the board to be routine and will be enacted by the board in one motion. There will be no discussion on these items prior to the time the board votes on the motion unless members of the board, staff, or the public request specific items to be discussed or removed. Time will be provided before the vote for clarification questions without removing an item from the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move we approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second that.
All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Thank you. There are no, any nays? There were no items removed from the consent agenda. We're on item 12, which is non-consent agenda items, action items. And there's a resolution proposed recognizing prisoner of war and missing in action recognition day. And this is put forward by trustees Voice and Cargo Reed. So call on trustee Voice first.
Sure. Well, thank you very much, and thank you, Amber, for collaborating on this idea. Every year, the Prisoner of War and Missing in Action Recognition Day happens on the third Friday in September, and so we wanted to both give a chance to recognize that, but also utilize our board policy that allows for flag flying to give permission to fly that recognition flag on campus too. And I'll hand it over to Trustee Carver Reed to read the resolution, if she's willing.
Hello, thank you so much. So we're going to go ahead and recognize National Prisoner of War and Missing in Action Recognition Day, resolution number 24, or do I read that? 25 through 5. Whereas the POW MIA stands for Prisoner of War and Missing in Action, it is a designation used to recognize and honor members of the armed forces who were captured as prisoners of war or are unaccounted for, missing in action during military conflicts serving in the United States. Whereas National POW MIA Recognition Day was established in 1979 through presidential proclamation. Since then, each subsequent president has issued an annual proclamation commemorating the third Friday in September as National POW MIA Recognition Day. Whereas Solano Community College strives to serve our active duty, veterans, and military family populations with honor, gratitude, and recognition. Whereas a special acknowledgement for those who are still prisoners of war or missing in action highlights the sacrifice of members of the military and their families. Whereas Solano Community College Board Policy 1150 allows for the flying of the somebody want to help me out? Commemorative flags on campus by resolution passed by the governing board. Now, therefore be it resolved that the governing board of the Solano Community College District recognizes September 20th, 2024 as POW MIA Recognition Day, and further be it resolved that this official flag of the POW MIA recognition may be flown in accordance with board policy. Did I just read that? 115 for the week of September 16th through the 20th. Passed and adopted this the 4th of September 2024 by the governing board of the Solano Community College District. Thank you.
Thank you. So it's been moved and seconded to adopt the resolution recognizing Prisoner of War and Missing in Action Day. So please call the roll.
I don't know that we actually moved and seconded it, but did we?
I thought you made that
Oh,
motion.
but I will certainly make that
Ricardo
motion,
Reed
and sure, we will make that motion in a second for sure.
Ipso facto. All right, so with that clarification, please call the roll.
Trustee Honeychurch.
Aye.
Trustee Lopez Laura.
Aye.
Trustee Cargo Reed.
Aye.
Trustee Kara.
Aye.
Trustee Thurston.
Aye.
Trustee Boyce.
Aye.
Trustee Young.
Aye.
And Srinivasan is absent. Okay.
All right, so it's been moved, seconded, and approved to approve the Prisoner of War and Missing in Action Recognition Day. Thank you. The next item He's under Human Resources. Sal Abate's the presenter. It's a resignation to retire.
Thank you, President Honeychurch, members of the board. I have a statement I'd like to read about Tracy Vest. President Honeychurch and trustees, I am honored to speak on behalf of Tracy Vest, who has been an integral part of Solano Community College for over 8 years. It is with mixed emotions that I share the news her decision to retire from a position as a human resources and fiscal executive assistant. During her tenure here, Tracy has consistently demonstrated exemplary dedication, professionalism, and a deep commitment to our institution's mission and students. Beyond her professional contributions, Tracy has been a valued colleague, known for a collaborative spirit and unwavering integrity. She has earned the respect of her peers and has been a source of inspiration to many within our community. As Tracy embarks on this new chapter in her life, she leaves behind a lasting legacy that will continue to resonate within Solano Community College and beyond. Her dedication has set a standard of excellence that we will strive to uphold in the years to come. On behalf of Solano Community College, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Tracy for her years of service, commitment, and unwavering dedication to our mission. Her presence will be deeply missed, but her impact will endure as a testament to her remarkable contributions to the institution. May she enjoy this next chapter of her life with the same enthusiasm and passion that she brought to her work here.
All right, thanks very much. So is there a motion to approve the retirement?
I second.
So, Trustee Thurston, you made the motion. So it's been moved and seconded to approve the resignation to retire. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, and congratulations to her. Next item is under Finance and Administration, Vice President Susan Weeks, the presenter. It's a lease addendum memo for additional swing space. That sounds fascinating.
It is fascinating. Thank you, President Honeychurch. As you may know, we have a swing space for our cosmetology department while we're doing modernization on that building. When we brought an MOU forward for you for the original swing space, this is an addendum to add additional space. What we forgot to recognize is that they don't have a space to congregate for meals and drinks and rest time between their classes. And since we can't have food in those workspaces, we are asking that the board approve this addendum for additional space for that usage.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to approve the additional swing space lease addendum?
We approve this agenda item.
Is there a second? Second. All right, thank you. It's moved and seconded. Any other questions on it? Go ahead. You anticipated that.
Hi, thank you. I'm intrigued by the construction proposal. What I'm trying to figure out is a lot of leases come with a sort of a couple of months free to cover construction, to make it, to personalize it. We don't get any such concession.
We don't get charged the lease while they're doing the construction, but this is specialized for our usage, which is why that cost is included in that.
So we don't get charged the lease,
Correct.
but so we're going to be doing it on their time, right?
Correct.
So, okay, I'm just, because it's a hefty $36,000, and I just assumed that since they're already getting 700,000 from us, that you would think we would have been able to.
We tried.
Okay,
we did try.
I just needed to hear that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, is there a motion to approve the lease addendum? Did we already hear? I'm sorry. All right, all those in favor, please say aye. I did.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Sorry. Next is a public hearing and adoption of the 24-25 district budgets. Again, this is your items. Vice
Yes,
President
this was
Weeks.
what was presented at our last board meeting, so I won't be presenting again. I do want to bring some good news since we had our last meeting, though, on the estimated year end for last year for 23-24. We had some additional revenues come in. We were able to move some of the facility expenses to another fund. So our estimated deficit spend for last year, instead of being about 5.5 million, is going to be about 1.6. So quite a bit of savings with that additional revenue in the moving. So just wanted to bring that to your attention.
So at this time, I'll open the public hearing. Anyone wish to speak on the item? At this time, I'll close the public hearing. And forgive me, but is there a motion to approve the item?
Approve item 12E.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded to approve the adoption of the 24-25 district budgets. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? The budgets are approved. Next item is item F, which is presented by Lucky Lofton. It's a resolution adopting pre-qualification process for prime contractors pursuant to Public Contract Code Section 2651.5 for the Building 1600 Modernization Project. Mr. Lofton, are you available?
Yes, sir. Thank you, President Honeychurch, members of the board. We are seeking the board's approval of this pre-qualification process as part of our bid process for the remodeling of Building 1600.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Been moved,
Second.
seconded. Any further questions from the board or others? No? Okay. Please call the roll.
Trustee Young.
Aye.
Trustee Thurston. Aye. Trustee Cargo Reed.
Aye.
Trustee Lopez Laura.
Aye.
Trustee Voice.
Aye.
President Honeychurch.
Aye.
Trustee Kara.
Aye.
Student Trustee Srinivasan.
Aye.
So the motion passes. Next item, excuse me, is Academic Affairs Vice President David Williams is the presenter. And this is an ambulance simulator sole source provider motion.
Thank you, President Honeychurch, members of the board. We're asking your approval tonight for this significant addition to our health sciences program as part of an expansion of the nursing simulation lab. We are proposing this ambulance simulator to be installed in a classroom, which will give our emergency medical services students a better experience working in ambulances. And so this will help them better prepare for the field. So we're asking for your approval of this item.
All right. Is there a motion to approve the ambulance simulator?
I move for approval of the ambulance simulator motion.
Thank you.
I second that.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions on the item? Go ahead. I think first of all, raise your hands if you've been in an ambulance. Thank you.
Really? Okay, now you can't stop there.
Go ahead. What's your question?
I was trained as an ambulance driver when I was in the Boy Scouts in case I
Really?
needed to, use it.
Okay, sorry.
I've never been in the back of an ambulance.
I just wanted to thank you for this. This is really cool. I wanted to say, could we put a little blurb on our website or something when
sure.
we have things like this?
Well, absolutely. This is actually part of a larger term expansion of our emergency medical technician program to potentially move into a paramedic program. Mm-hmm. So this is just going to give us more resources and allow for more interaction between our EMT and nursing faculty. In fact, we're also making, there's a construction project on the building to create a faux hospital entrance to give students the experience of moving from an ambulance into an emergency room back and forth. One of the things that our partners were reporting when our EMT students went out on ride-alongs was they knew the skills, they knew how to do the bandages, they knew all the medical skills. They had trouble inside the ambulance. They didn't know where the bandages were. They had trouble moving the gurneys in and out of the ambulance. So this actually meets that need that was told to us by our partners.
Well, could we, since we have so many cool things that people don't know about, could we have, you know how when you're Googling something and you put cool ambulance or something like that and it comes up, couldn't we have something that comes up that says Solano Community College has a cadaver lab, and it has this. I mean, just something that really puts us into a different.
We will for sure make sure that this gets promoted widely. And
Okay.
I think this will make us the premier training program in this area.
Thank you.
Did you say the premier?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, so it's been moved and seconded to approve the ambulance simulator. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Next item is also Vice President Williams, which is a purchase of instructional medical equipment from DIA Medical Solutions.
Yeah, this is in conjunction with that. It's part of the same project. Again, it's enhancing our equipment and materials to enhance the training of our nursing and EMT students.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to approve it, this item?
I move we approve this item. 12G.
Item H, medical equipment.
12H. Okay,
I'll
thank
second
you.
it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions on it further? If not, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Next item is under Student Services. Vice President Lisa Neely is the presenter. It's a Strata Information Group Incorporated 12-month CRM contract implementation. Vice President Neely.
Yes, hi, good evening. Thank you, President Honeychurch and members of the board. Good evening. So this is a contract with SIG. Essentially, this is about financial aid. So there's probably most of folks have heard, and we know it's well documented, some of the challenges that were that occurred in the new 24-25 FAFSA form. And so the Chancellor's Office was very aware that this put a lot of pressure on financial aid offices across the state. So they've provided some one-time funding to really support all of these financial aid offices to make sure that they could stay abreast of some of these changes, some of these challenges, overcome some of the errors that were inherent in the rollout of this new FAFSA form, and basically be able to stay abreast of all of that. So this is one-time funding from the Chancellor's Office for financial aid offices to keep up with and make sure that the implementation of the 24-25 FAFSA form runs as smoothly as possible with some of the known challenges. So we're asking the board to approve this contract with SIG, who will provide the services for our financial aid staff.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve this this measure?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
So it's moved and seconded to approve the Strata Information Group contract implementation. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Now we're on to item J, which is a resolution proclaiming the fourth week of September as Historically Black Colleges and Universities Week. So is there,
I believe.
what I was gonna say is,
Yes.
if we have a motion, then we'll read it. So, first I'm gonna call on Amory Young to make the motion.
I move that we approve item 12J.
It's moved and seconded to approve the resolution, and now I'm calling on Vice President Neely to let us know what's in the resolution.
Of course, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it. And it's really an honor to be able to read this. And again, thank you to Trustee Young, who's been an advocate, and for joining the folks and all of the California statewide leaders in Sacramento a few weeks ago as this was unveiled. So, according to the resolution, number 24-2506, whereas historically black colleges and universities, also known as HBCUs, have had a vital role in providing educational opportunities, fostering academic excellence, and strengthening leadership and resilience within the Black and African American community for over a century. Whereas HBCUs are recognized for their long-standing legacy of molding trailblazers, visionaries, and public servants, enabling students to make immense contributions to this country as Black professionals and tradespeople. Whereas HBCUs represent about 3% of U.S. colleges and universities, but they produce nearly 20% of all African American graduates and 25% of African American graduates in STEM fields. Whereas HBCUs have played a crucial role in the cultural and social life of African American communities, preserving and promoting African American history, culture, and traditions. They have served as centers of activism, fostering movements that have led to social change and greater civil rights. Whereas a 2023 presidential proclamation number 10628 designated September 24th through the 30th as National HBCU Week. Whereas in alignment with Proclamation 10628, the California Assembly officially designates the fourth week of September as HBCU Week in California through Assembly Concurrent Resolution 222. Whereas Solano Community College recognizes the importance of promoting awareness, appreciation, and support for HBCUs in our community. Whereas the support of HBCU Week aligns with our college's strategic plan and commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility in education. Whereas Solano Community College, as a public institution of higher education, is dedicated to providing opportunities for all people so they can reach their highest potential. Therefore, be it resolved that the Solano Community College District Governing Board proclaims the 4th week of September as Historically Black Colleges and Universities Week, passed and adopted this 4th day of September 2024 by the Governing Board of Solano Community College District. Thank you.
Thank you for reading the resolution. So please, are there any comments, questions? If not, please call the roll.
Trustee Kara?
Aye.
Trustee Thurston?
Aye.
Trustee Boyce?
Aye.
Trustee Cargo Reed?
Aye.
Trustee Young?
Aye.
Student Trustee Shreya Srivastava?
Aye.
President Honeychurch?
Aye.
Trustee Lopez Laura?
Aye.
So the resolution is approved. And go ahead.
I would just like to add, I'm a very proud graduate of a historical black college, Virginia State College, now Virginia State University, majored in STEM, majored in mathematics, minored in chemistry, and that was in 1962. And the current Vice President of the United States of America, you probably heard it on the news, is a proud graduate of our university, of HBCU. Just wanted to add that.
Thank you. I had the same thought. Interestingly, that one of the two presidential candidates went to a traditionally black college, and also a law school called Hastings College of the Law, where I went before her, actually. But anyway, so thanks for passing this unanimously. It's definitely a good thing to do.
Can I say something?
Sure, of course you can.
It's actually a real downer after what you said, which was wonderful. But I wanted to say that it really took my breath away that HBCUs represent 3% of U.S. colleges and produce 20% of all African American graduates and 25% of African American graduates in STEM. And I think that's an indictment on what regular universities are doing. That took my breath away. There's something wrong with what we're doing.
Well, we're trying to do something right here.
I know.
At Solano Community College,
Well,
so
but
it's
really,
one step at a time.
But it does say something.
I agree. I don't
we should
disagree with you,
really-
but-
We should take a moment to think about what that number says to all of us.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so now we're on to information items, no actions required, and this is the EEO Annual Certification. Sal Abata, you're presenting this item.
Good evening again, President Honeychurch, members of the board. This is our annual required certification on the EEO measures that the college has been working through in the last year. The Chancellor's Office has changed the deadline. This is usually due in June, but they have extended the deadline till the end of September to allow the colleges, because they've changed the format of how they've done this in the past. So this is going to look different. In the past, you may have seen the multiple measures report that we usually do in May. This is replacing multiple measures. As you can see, as we go through the report, the college has done a lot of really good work related to EEO practices and diversifying of our employees. We've had a lot of focus, thanks to the support of our VPs, VP Neely, VP Williams, VP Wheat, and VP Cornelison, related to hiring practices, as well as our new superintendent president, Dr. Butler, and our previous superintendent president, Dr. Esposito Noy. A lot of this work is not just HR, it's the entire campus as a whole as they move forward and they look to improve our hiring practices. And we've had some great successes. The last group of full-time faculty hires was a very diverse group of full-time faculty hires, as was the previous group. So you'll see that there's a lot of things in here that the college is doing and doing a very good job of. There's a lot of work still left to do. We don't want to sit on our laurels, and there's a lot of improvement we can make, but we are definitely working and moving forward. We've invested a lot of time and money, specifically in creating a new EEO training for all of our campuses with the help of Dr. Regina Stambach-Stroud. who is well known throughout the state for her equity work. We've taken a 20-minute presentation and evolved it into 2.5-hour training that has some meaningful stuff for our future people that would like to serve on these interview committees as we move forward. We've done a lot of work related to our recruitments, and our pools are getting much more diverse as we move forward, which allows the committees to present much more diversity in finalists to the next level interviews, allowing us more options of well-qualified candidates from a wide range of backgrounds. So as we continue to do this work, we hope the state will continue to fund it for us so we can continue to make some of these strides in this very important area, because some of our VPs know this, but I'll say it, the most important thing we do on this campus to make change is hire the right people to support our students. So I just want to bring that forward. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for your presentation on the EEO annual certification. So this will be coming up for approval at our next meeting. We're moving on now to announcements. Are there any announcements from the board or staff? Not,
No, we do have.
oh, I do. Oh, we do have an announcement.
Hey,
Go ahead.
everybody. So I have a couple announcements. There was an ASC report today, but I did want to say that we had a club rush today, and it was really successful. Lots of students came by. Part of that is voter registration. We're actually one of the top 5 community colleges in regards to voter registration, which is, we want to be number 1 though, so there's room to improve. But it's really cool to see students be engaged, be civically active. Where one of my ideas actually was to do a presidential debate watch party next week, which we are doing here at Solano, which will be really fun. Just a way to get students more engaged with politics here. And then, personal side note, AB 2229 passed 40-0 in the Senate unanimously and is off to the governor's desk. So super excited about that, but we still have one more step to go. So any letters of support would be definitely thankful. And actually, I'm going to DC tomorrow for YI, the Youth Activist Institute, which is where I came up with AB 229 a year ago. So definitely a really exciting week this week, but I just want to share that with you because your support is always valid and we always really appreciate it. So thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations to you and your work on this issue. So it's only Gavin Newsom, the governor, that I don't think you'll have a problem. All right, so now we're on to 19, which is adjournment. I'll call on Amory Young to make a motion. Oh, I'm sorry. Was there a comment?
Of course.
I skipped. I'm sorry, I apologize. I skipped items from the board, and that is not BORED.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for reading out the resolutions. You made it look so much easier when this is my first time reading one out loud spontaneously. So thank you so much, and thank you for all your information. And actually, I would like to say thank you, Trustee Anne-Marie. I heard what ceremony was she at here recently? What day was that? Where she showed up?
It was our Black Student Orientation and Mixer where Trustee Young showed up to support our returning students and our new incoming students.
Wonderful. And she's Woman of the Year, by the way. So, but thank you so much for your information. And like Trustee Ann also says, is that we just don't rubber stamp everything. We do get the information in advance, and we do love comments from the public. So if the public is watching, we don't mind. But we do read this whole agenda, and we have questions, and we're well informed. So thank you, and thank you everyone tonight.
All right, thank you for your comments, items from the board. Thank you. So now, without further ado,
I move that we adjourn the governing board meeting for September the 4th, 2024.
I second the
So
motion.
it's moved and second to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. The meeting's adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that was a very fast meeting. Thank you.
Yes, it was.